Hi there, welcome back to Tuvizo Training and Running Insights are a series of short videos to give you some really useful tips about running. Before I go for my run, I want to talk to you about warming up. We all warm up. Why do we warm up? You warm up for two reasons. You want to get the blood flowing through the muscles in your legs and get the oxygen in there, and you want to loosen everything up so that you lessen the risk of injury doing sudden exercise with cold muscles, and also it's more comfortable to run at the pace you want to run. Now, sometimes you need to warm up a lot, other times you don't really need to warm up at all. If you're going to run a marathon, say a 5-hour marathon or 4.5-hour marathon, part of your marathon is going to be your warm-up. You don't want to do extra miles. You've got 26 miles to do. It's enough. Don't worry about it. If you're going to be doing a 5K, say your local park run, and you want to try and get the course record or something like that, that's a different story. Again though, your warming up really needs to simulate what you're going to be doing when you start your event. So you don't need to be doing star jumps and press ups and things before a 5K. You need to do about 10 minutes of jogging and then a couple of run-throughs, maybe 50 or 100 meters run-throughs at your target race pace, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Most of the time when you go for a run, you don't need to warm up at all. You just go and run and you warm up on the way. Then the other thing is stretching. Most of us use stretching as part of our warm-up routine. When I say us, I don't include myself. I don't stretch ever. Now that might sound a bit crazy. I used to stretch because we all grew up believing that stretching was an integral part of warming up. I used to get injured a lot, and I thought that came with the territory of being a runner. But I would say for the past 5 years, I just started off because I was lazy, and I was too lazy to stretch, and I stopped stretching, and I have been very competitive. I've trained very hard for the last 5 years, and I have not been injured once, except falling over, that kind of injury. And there's a lot out there about stretching. It can be quite contentious. You probably need to read up on it a little bit and make up your own, get your own ideas. But for example, when in a 5K do you ever need to do the splits? When in a marathon do you ever need to stand with straight legs and put your palms flat on the ground? You don't need to do that. Your risk of injury from stretching is quite significant, and you pick up little micro tears by overstretching that you don't realize at the time, and then they manifest when you go running. So very often stretching will cause an injury, so be careful. Stretching is important after an injury as part of your rehabilitation. So a physiotherapist will give you some gentle stretches to do to try and straighten out the muscle fibers in your calf if you had a torn calf muscle or something like that. But if you're okay and you're fit and you're running, you really don't need to be stretching very much. Okay, that's it. And that's my warm-up done. I'm going for my run. See ya. Go on, cat.